Hey everybody, my name's Rick, and I'm building a boat in my backyard. Sometimes I wonder why. This project is in its 8th year right now, and it seems to be just dragging on and on and on, but still committed, still going forward, still trying to accomplish something every day. What I've done today is move the light. What I've done today is I've dry fitted the side deck on the starboard side, the side deck on the starboard side, and put in some battens. There's one glued to the hull which will support the outboard side of the deck, and I've added one on the inboard side that will help support the deck, but also give me something to attach the cabin sides to with the defined curve. When I built this boat, I extended the hull, and one of the unforeseen consequences of doing that was when the hull was formed over, or when the long plywood panels were hung off the forms, I allowed them to define the curve of the hull so that I wouldn't have a slab side where we actually extended it. But what that does is it took the hull like this and it spread it out just a little bit. It's about an inch on either side, but that essentially means that I've got to modify each form that's forward, because this is where the spread happened, was in the forward end of the boat. So that's not that big a deal, but when I installed this particular bulkhead, which is bulkhead C, which forms the main cabin from the V-berth, I had it offset to one side, an inch. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that happens when you screw with the designer's plans. So I've had to add in an inch, and I'm using a batten along this particular part of the frame, which will be beneficial. It will add strength. It will give me something to attach the side panels to. It won't ever be seen. It will be buried under the hull liner, so it's not a cosmetic issue. But I'm going to go ahead, and this one's a dry fit, and we're going to go ahead and get ready to glue the port side on, and some of the smaller cleats that will support the step down onto the main side, from the foredeck to the main deck area, and that's where I'm at. So I'm going to get to that, and I'll come back when there's something worthwhile to look at. Okay, so I've gone ahead and attached the starboard side deck. I've got some lead weights holding it down. It's firmly glued to the cleat. It's a little bit springy, but I'll clean up these joints, and I'll get full fillets and tabs eventually. Tied it into the main bulkhead. That's been glued on as well. Forward end. You can see here where I've had to scab on a 1-inch piece of ash. This was the result of this frame being offset when it was put in the boat. Again, that was because of the deflection in the hull. It's a little bit wider than the original plans called for, but that's what I've got to work with. So you can see here where the forward deck will meet the side decks, and I'll start working on that once I can permanently attach this cleat to the hull. I'm waiting for another set of clamps that will allow me to reach over the gap. I don't want to be drilling holes in my nice hull that I work so hard to get as perfect as I can. So I've got another set of vice grips like these on order, but they've got a, I think it's a 16-inch reach. This is 12 or 12 and a half inches, so I actually can't glue this cleat on until I get the new ones. So that's going to be at least another week before they arrive. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do next. Once that sets up, I'll probably fill it and tab it, and I'll work on the cleats for the step and put that in. And what that will do will allow me to get up on the side deck and be able to work on the cabin top. So that's about it for today. Thanks for looking in. I appreciate it. Stand by.